You have dreams of wanting to become a physical therapist and impact the world with a physical positive change? If you're doing these three things right now, you will never be a physical therapist. It took me so long when I was in undergrad to find out that I was a victim of all three of these things, and chances are you are too. And it was because of these things that limited me from breaking through. If you ever feel like you're just constantly pushed down in your academic career, if you're constantly pushed down trying to pursue more for your life, and you just can't seem to break the ceiling, to pass through the noise, then I'm gonna identify these three things for you right now in this video to make sure that you can identify it, tackle it, slaughter those things out of your life so you can finally be on the way to become a physical therapist. Woo-hoo! What is up, everybody? My name is Dr. Justin Lee, physical therapist. I'm a PT school admission expert, and I help students get accepted into physical therapy school. So if you're watching this video, whether you're in undergrad or even in PT school, chances are you're gonna be a victim of one of these three things. And I got, because I'm such an eloquent speaker, I broke this up into the three different C's. The first C that you're a victim of is comparing. Oof. Man, in this noisy social media world, we are constantly scrolling through our feeds, comparing our lives to the highlight reel of other people, right? You're looking at physical therapy clinics and you're like, man, that is so cool. I wish I can do that. Or you're looking at other students, they're looking at how they study and you're like, man, I should study like that. But at the end of the day, what comparison does for you is that it robs you of what you could be doing right now. My goodness, the moment that I stopped comparing myself, the moment I stopped spending time on social media, which just naturally goes into comparison, that was my life like boosted 50% because of that. Because guess what? In reality, everyone's trying to compare towards each other, but the reality is that nobody's doing what's needed to actually get the work done. You just focus on you. There's no need to flaunt to the world, or if other people are flaunting to you, they're just trying to prove themselves of something. But I want to empower you to have the confidence in yourself, to stop comparing what other people are doing, stop comparing your life on what could be, and just have confidence in where you are at and the journey that you are going. And as your PT school admission expert and as your coach, I'm here to support you and root you on and give you the support and resources to help you along that journey. There's no comparison here, my friend. I'm just here straight up from the facts. I'm not here to judge you and your life. I'm here to get you accepted and so that you can become a physical therapist and just positively impact the world, making those deep relationships and constantly getting just people stronger. I think that is such an amazing and great fulfillment in life to be able to have a degree and a profession where you're able to positively do that. The second C that I want to talk about that you're likely a victim to is complacency. Oh man, complacency, how easy and great that space is, right? To be comfortable, in other words. If you are comfortable, you're really not doing anything to improve yourself. And as you are on your academic journey, whether you're in undergrad or PT school, the level of classes that you're taking are constantly getting harder and harder and harder. And where you are at your freshman or sophomore year or your first semester of PT school, if you're not constantly trying to elevate yourself and you're staying complacent, as the academic rigor continues to build, your complacency will be the end of you. Honestly. And I want you to take a hard look at yourself right now and pause the video if you need to. But man, think about your freshman, sophomore years in college and think about those grades that you didn't do so hot in. Maybe you got a C, maybe a D, maybe even an F, maybe you had to withdraw because you weren't willing to get out of the complacency of your life and grow. You were too comfortable in this space. You were too comfortable with your friends. You were too comfortable just going out and partying or just hanging out with other friends and family members and not doing the hard work that is necessary to get your intellect to a better level, to get your study habits to level up, right? Man, complacency will rob us. And you know what the most scary part about it is that you don't even know that it's happening to you. I had a friend in PT school who just didn't make it after his first year. He tried to do a little bit of schooling or to elevate his study habits, but he was too comfortable at where he was at. He was too comfortable at stressing out and just resorting to video games to cope with the stress, but not really doing anything to seeking the resources, to putting himself in that growth mindset to take his viewpoint to the next level so that he can be successful. And unfortunately, he withdrew from the program because he just couldn't do it. Complacency, my friend, I was a victim of this as well. I am confident and I know for sure that you are a victim of this second C. Now, the last C I wanted to talk to you about, and some of you are great at this and some of you are not. Especially in the social media space, I hear this all the time. And this is complaining. Oh man, complaining. You ever have that classmate who just complains how hard the class is all the time, who complains how the teacher doesn't teach, who complains that the tests are so hard and everything that's on the lectures is not, everything that's on the test is not even on the lecture slides? It's like, shut up. Just do the work. Just put in some extra effort to do the work. Stop being complacent. Stop comparing how good your life would be, but just put your head down and do what you should be doing. Oh man, I am speaking some words here today. Complaining. You know, I've been surrounded by complainers my whole life, and I'm sure you have too. Now, the complainers in life, now recently, I've been going about a lot of different friends, and you know, as I graduated PT school and hung out with friends and seeing how they've all been doing, a lot of them say, you know what, I hung out with my friends that I've been with in high school or in college, and the sad part is that they're still doing the same thing in life and still complaining that they haven't made it, still complaining that their life sucks, that they don't have money, that they're not going to know how to make a living with the money that they're making, the salary that they're making. And they're just complaining all the time. And I could totally see that. And the people that you're surrounded with that are complaining, they are the noise that are bringing you down, my friend. They are the noise, the negative energy that is constantly just like pulling you back in and saying, stay with us and complain with us. But you need to choose a different way. You need to choose the way that's going to take you out and break through that ceiling. And even though that might not be the cool thing to do right now, man, 5-10 years later, you're going to look back and those punks are still going to be complaining and you're going to be thriving. You're going to be a doctor of physical therapy. These guys, these gals, or these whatever are still going to stay as high school graduates, college graduates that are still working at a drive-thru or Starbucks. I mean, nothing wrong with those jobs, but I mean, use your college education for something worthwhile. My friend, my amazing student, I encourage you and I want to empower you to give you the tools to watch out for these 3 big pitfalls and to not go down those routes of comparing, complacency, and complaining. You do these things And I promise you, you will not be a physical therapist. And if you do those things and you still happen to manage to get to that point, you're gonna be surrounded by other colleagues who don't wanna be with you. Because they don't wanna be around the energy that compares all the time, that is just complacent and just does the same thing over and over, or someone who just compares or complains every single time. If I were you, I mean, you can look at yourself right now. Wouldn't you want to be around somebody who doesn't compare, but rather just takes the initiative to do things on their own, to be a leader? Wouldn't you want to be around a leader? Wouldn't you want to be around who just constantly is learning and is teaching you these learning facts along the way? Wouldn't you want to be with somebody who is positive and has great energy, good vibes? Not bad vibes and complaining all the time? Oof, man. I hope this video speaks to you. And I'm talking to you, the one with the curly hair. You, the one who's wearing the hat right now. You, who might be the complainer. If you ever want to be a physical therapist, please don't do these 3 C's. I hope this video inspired you to make some changes, to make some hard looks into your life. If you need resources and some guidance to embark on the physical therapy journey, whether it's a mindset, perspective, or just tactical things that you can implement right now today, I have a full playlist, the pre-PT playlist. Go ahead and check that out on my YouTube channel. Thank you everyone for being so supportive of this channel as it constantly is growing. I am just so uplifted to be able to continue to help you, to be motivated to continue to serve you in every single way, shape, and form. Every day is a great day to lift weights, lift others, and lift yourself up. Lift for change.